Hello students, welcome to my class. In the last video under the chapter Acid, Bases and Salt, we completed the study of acids. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about the bases. Then in the last video also, we discussed some points regarding bases. So what bases are then? So in the earlier discussion, we discussed that the bases are the chemical substances, and those chemical substances have bitter taste and soapy to touch. Yes, and also we have defined the bases as the bases are the chemical substance which turns the red litmus paper into blue. And also we studied that bases turns into pink color on adding phenolphthalein indicator, and they turn to yellow on adding methyl orange. But many concepts were put forth on acids and bases. But according to the Arrhenius concept, the bases are the chemical substance which produces hydroxide ion, that is OH minus ion, when dissolved in water. I'll repeat the definition. The bases are the chemical substance which produces hydroxide ion, that is OH minus ion, when dissolved in water. That is, when take any base, when it is put into the water, it dissociates, it breakdowns into OH minus ion, produces large number of OH minus ions, that is hydroxide ions. See, taking an example of sodium hydroxide. You take a sodium hydroxide, put the sodium hydroxide into the water. The sodium hydroxide is completely dissolved in water and it breaks down into Na plus and OH minus. So OH minus hydroxide ion is produces. So on adding into the water, it is dissociate like into Na plus and OH minus. The same thing, taking another example of the base, that is potassium hydroxide. And potassium hydroxide, when you put it to the water, that also breakdowns or dissociate or ionizes into K plus and OH minus ion. So here the common thing that we come across is take any base when put into the water, on dissolving, the bases produces the hydroxide ion, that is OH minus ion in large number. So such a type of chemical substances, they are called as the bases. And these bases are classified into two groups based on their strength. They are the bases are, first one divided into two. The first one is that is a strong basis, and the second one is weak bases. So these are also classified like acids into strong acids and weak bases. Like this, bases are also classified into strong bases and weak bases. Well, what are strong acids and what are weak acids? Weak bases. What are strong bases and what are weak bases? Well, strong bases, the bases which are completely ionized in water and produces hydroxide ion are called strong bases. See, any base when it is completely dissolved in the water, and such a type of bases are called as strong bases. And these are also called as alkali. Remember, when any base, when put into the water, if it completely dissolves in the water, and those bases are called as alkalis. And one more thing you have to remember, that all the alkalis are bases, but all the bases are not alkalis. Yes, for strong bases, the examples are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide are the very common example for strong bases. And next is, what are weak bases? Well, weak bases are those bases which ionizes partially means not completely in the water are called weak bases. Example for this are calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide are the some of the examples which are not completely dissolved in water. Now we are going to study about the chemical properties of the bases. What are the chemical properties of the bases? See, first one, the reaction of bases with that of metals. See, when metal and bases react, they produces, that is, bases react with metal and produces salt and hydrogen gas. Remember, they produce a salt and hydrogen gas. So base plus metal, it forms salt and hydrogen gas. For this, I'm going to take an example. Here, I have taken the zinc granules in a test tube. To this zinc granule, I'm going to add strong sodium hydroxide. And after adding this, I'm going to, after adding, we have to heat the content. And on heating, there liberates a gas, colorless gas from the test tube, and that is hydrogen gas. And there it forms sodium zincate. That means sodium hydroxide, when it is react with the zinc metal, it produces sodium zincate, a salt. Along with that, it produces hydrogen gas. It can be tested for pop sound by holding a matchstick on that. Next, take one more example of this same, that is with aluminium. Aluminium, when combines with sodium hydroxide, it forms sodium meta-aluminate, and along with that it produces hydrogen gas. Here one thing I'm going to tell you, that is important note I'm going to tell you, that is, this type of reaction takes place only with certain metal, only with some metals, not with all. That is the thing, right? And next thing is the bases reaction with that of non-metal oxide. Bases react with non-metal, they produces salt and water. Bases react with non-metal oxides and produces salt and water. I'm going to take an example for this. Non-metal oxide plus base plus salt, formation of salt and water. See here, calcium hydroxide, a base. To this we are adding carbon dioxide, a non-metal oxide. When this is added to this, it forms a salt called calcium carbonate, and water will produce us. So this is the reaction of the bases with non-metal oxide. With this, we have completed the chemical properties of the bases. Now we are going to discuss about the uses of bases. The bases are used in various industries to make some materials. They are, see, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide base are used in the manufactures of soaps. Especially the potassium hydroxide is used in manufacture of toilet soaps, and sodium hydroxide is used in manufacture of soap that is used to wash the cloth. And next, one more the base, that's calcium hydroxide, used in the manufacture of bleaching powder, which is used as a cleansing component, cleansing material. Then magnesium hydroxide is used as an antacids. See, the magnesium hydroxide, which is used in antacids, these are used to relieve the acidity problem. For that purpose we are using. And next thing is sodium carbonate. It is used in as washing soda and for softening the hard water. and sodium bicarbonate. This base is used in fire extinguishers. So these are all the important uses of the bases, and with this we have completed about the bases, and next time we'll discuss about how strong the bases are and how strong the acids are in the next video. Thank you for watching.